So here it is, the code that I've been working on for about a week of evenings now. I'm absolutely knackered. Kids are asleep. Let's do this. This is now a public repo. You can go to this URL and you can fork this into your own GitHub account. So we're just going to run through that again in this video. This is exactly what you're going to do. You're going to go to this URL here. You're going to choose fork, create a new fork. You can give it a description if you want to. Copy the master branch only, create fork. That's copying all the server files into a second GitHub account that I've got here. And there we go. That's in my GitHub account. My own copy. What now? Let's go to render and deploy it. You should have a render account. You should have connected your GitHub account to your render account. I'm going to go to new web service and then you should find it here. Calendly, 11 Labs, TikTok. Click on that. You don't need to create a project. Leave it as node, master. You're going to choose here region, the closest region to wherever you are in the world. I'm in the UK, so Frankfurt, EU is the closest one. In the root directory, you're going to type src. You don't need to change anything else down here. The default settings for the build command are fine. I'm going to put this on a free instance because this is just a second render account. I've already got this running on a starter instance and another one. I recommend putting it on a $7 a month instance so that it stays live while you're testing with it. You don't have to pay for a whole month. You can just put it on a starter for a few days and then cancel it if you don't want to use it. But for testing and messing around and building, it's just so much more convenient if it doesn't just spin down all the time. Anyway, I'm going to go for free because I haven't got a payment account set up on this render. Now, environment variables. This is where you're going to need all of your API keys and your different account settings that I went through in the other video. If you come over here to your GitHub account and actually look at the repository here, I want you to click on .env.example. This document is an example of how your environment variables should look. If you look through here, you'll see lots of values. You've got Calendly API token, 11 Labs API token, GitHub token, repo owner, repo name. Fill all of these in with your own details. API key here for securing the endpoints. This is for you to create an API key which is going to be used in your server. Admin password. This is the password that you set so that you can get access to the pages for the agent builder and the system prompt editor. Leave server port as 3000. Leave enable SMS true. Put your Twilio account details in here. Lastly, the time zone. Wherever you are in the world, choose your time zone, and that's going to make sure that all the calendar functions work properly. You can copy this into a text document locally, and when you've filled it in, you can copy the whole lot, even the bits which aren't your credentials. When you come over here, click into the box here and just Control-V paste, and you'll see all of them will appear. There's a couple of random ones here which actually, because it's copied hashes out of that text, we just delete those because they're not actually values. It saves typing every single one in, and there you can see they all go in. Now the values you'll see here are just the examples from the example document. But obviously if you've changed those locally, when you hit paste, all of your correct credentials are going to go in here. When you've put all of those environment variables in, you don't need to do anything else. You're going to hit deploy. My mistake, you actually need to type npm install here. And in the start command, you're going to type node space server.js. See, this is not scripted. Make mistakes all the time. Deploy web service. Now if you scroll down here and click on logs, you can see what's going on. And you can watch the logs and see the build process. And there we go. It's live. And you can now click, you can scroll up here. This is the URL that is where your server is running. You can click on it and it will take you to the back end. Maybe you've had a look at the back end of my server, which I put in my video yesterday. But now this is your own copy, right? You've got all the help documentation here. Your server's running. You can go through the setup guide. You've already done a lot of this setup. Agent builder guide, that's what we're going to cover next. The last thing before I finish this video is we're going to go through create agent. I'm going to stop this and start another video. But when you go through here, you don't need any username. You just need an admin password. And this is whatever you set in your admin password on the server. Mine is still set to the default, which is set a strong password here. But if I just paste that in there, you'll see, and there we are, into the agent builder. Right, I'm going to stop it there now and record another quick video to run through the agent builder.